Unlike the competition, the Envista isn't just another budget crossover, it's a premium-looking SUV that keeps pricing rational, even though it comes loaded with features. It's a model that showed us that style, luxury, and affordability can go together, and now the new model elevates everything to an even higher level. Here is what really makes the 2026 Buick Envista so special, and why the competition can't match this. Exterior design. The first thing that hits you about the 2026 Envista is how expensive it looks. Seriously, if you covered the badge and asked someone to guess the price, they'd probably add at least $10,000 to the actual number. That's because Buick took inspiration from their Wildcat EV concept and created something that looks more like a luxury coupe than a budget crossover. The fastback silhouette is the star of the show here. While rivals like the Nissan Kicks and Mitsubishi Outlander Sport look like they were designed by committee, the Envista has a sleek, coupe-like roofline that screams sophistication. The sloping rear end isn't just for show either. It's a bold design choice that sets this Buick apart from every other boxy SUV in the segment. For 2026, Buick adds a new, brilliant red exterior paint option that's available on the Preferred and Sport touring trims, replacing the outgoing Cinnabar metallic finish. This new color choice perfectly complements the Envista's sporty character and gives buyers even more ways to stand out. The front end features Buick's latest design language with a prominent grille, sharp LED daytime running lights, and aggressive air intakes that suggest this crossover means business. The 17-inch silver-painted aluminum wheels on the base Preferred trim look good, but the 18-inch black wheels on the Sport Touring and the stunning 19-inch nickel-finished wheels on the Avenger take things to another level entirely. What's remarkable is how Buick managed to make a sub-$30,000 vehicle look this premium. The proportions are spot on, the details are crisp, and the overall execution rivals crossovers that cost significantly more. It's exactly what a modern Buick should be: sophisticated, stylish, and accessible. Interior design. The Envista's cabin feels surprisingly upscale. Buick clearly learned from the mistakes of budget cars from the past, where cheap materials and bland design made every drive feel like punishment. The dashboard features two large digital displays, an 8-inch driver information display and an 11-inch touchscreen infotainment system that are integrated into a sleek glass panel. This isn't some afterthought tablet stuck to the dash. It's a properly designed modern interface that looks like it belongs in a much more expensive vehicle. Materials throughout the cabin are thoughtfully chosen to minimize the hard plastics that plague this segment. The dash and door panels feature nicely textured surfaces, while the ST trim adds synthetic leather upholstery with blue stitching that gives the interior a premium feel. Yes, there are still some hard plastics, but they're cleverly hidden or placed in areas where you won't interact with them regularly. Seating comfort is another area where the Envista excels. The front seats are supportive and comfortable for long drives, while the rear seats can actually accommodate 4 6-footers without too much complaining from the back row. That's impressive for any compact crossover, let alone one at this price point. The Avenir trim takes things even further with perforated leather seat trim, heated front seats and steering wheel, and an auto-dimming rear-view mirror. These features make the top-spec Envista feel genuinely luxurious, not just pretending to be. Cargo space is reasonable too, with 20.7 cubic feet behind the rear seats and 42 cubic feet with the rear seats folded down. While modes like the Honda HR-V offer more space, the Envista provides enough room for most people's daily needs, and the flat-loading floor makes it easy to maximize the available space. Tech features. One area where the 2026 Envista really shines is in its technology suite. While many budget vehicles cut corners on tech features, Buick loaded the Envista with equipment that's usually reserved for much more expensive crossovers. Every Envista comes standard with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is huge. No more fumbling with cables every time you get in the car. Your phone connects automatically and works seamlessly with the 11-inch touchscreen. The system also includes a Wi-Fi hotspot and OnStar remote access with a 3-year trial, turning your Envista into a mobile office if needed. The infotainment system itself is refreshingly intuitive. Buick's latest software features clear graphics, responsive touch controls, and several physical controls for climate and volume that make it easy to operate while driving. Unlike some systems that require you to dig through 5 menus to adjust the temperature, the Envista keeps the important stuff within easy reach. Standard active noise cancellation is another standout feature. This technology, typically found in luxury vehicles, helps keep road and wind noise out of the cabin, making every drive more peaceful and refined. Combined with the acoustic windshield, it creates a surprisingly quiet environment for such an affordable vehicle. For 2026, Buick made rear parking sensors and remote start standard on all trims, addressing 2 of the most common customer requests. The Avenir trim also includes wireless device charging, keyless entry, and an 8-way power adjustable driver's seat, features that used to cost thousands extra on other brands. Safety features. Buick didn't cut corners when it comes to safety either. Every 2026 Envista comes with the Buick Driver Confidence Package, which includes an impressive array of active safety features as standard equipment. Forward automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection leads the charge, potentially preventing or reducing the severity of frontal collisions. The system can detect both vehicles and pedestrians in the Envista's path and apply the brakes if the driver doesn't react in time. Lane departure warning and lane keep assist work together to help prevent unintentional lane changes and keep you centered in your lane. The buckle to drive feature is particularly clever. It prevents the Envista from shifting out of park until the driver's seatbelt is fastened. It's a simple but effective way to encourage safe driving habits. The teen driver system takes safety even further, allowing parents to set speed and audio volume limits for secondary drivers. Available safety features include adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and rain-sensing windshield wipers. These systems work together to create a comprehensive safety net that watches out for hazards from every direction. In crash testing, the 2025 Envista earned a 4-star overall rating from NHTSA, with 5 stars in the side crash test. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety gave it good ratings in several tests, though the updated moderate overlap front test resulted in a poor rating. Still, for a budget crossover, the overall safety package is impressive. Powertrain and performance. Let's be honest about the 2026 Envista's powertrain. It's not going to win any drag races. Every trim level comes with the same 1.2-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine that produces 137 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque. That's not a lot of power, but it's perfectly adequate for the Envista's intended mission as an efficient urban commuter. The Turbo 3 is paired with the traditional 6-speed automatic transmission, which is refreshing in a segment full of continuously variable transmissions that feel disconnected and sluggish. The 6-speed provides more direct engagement and responds predictably to driver inputs, making the Envista feel more connected than many of its rivals. Acceleration to 60 miles per hour takes about 9.3 seconds, which puts the Envista in the slower half of the segment. But here's the thing. Most buyers in this segment care more about fuel economy than acceleration times, and that's where the Envista delivers. EPA ratings of 28 miles per gallon city and 32 miles per gallon highway are excellent for a non-hybrid SUV, and real-world testing confirms these numbers are achievable. The Envista is also E85 flex fuel capable for 2026, giving drivers more options at the pump. While fuel economy drops to 20 miles per gallon city and 24 miles per gallon highway on E85, the option provides flexibility in fuel choice and potentially lower costs in areas where ethanol is heavily subsidized. Front-wheel drive is the only option, but that's not necessarily a bad thing for the target audience. All-wheel drive would add cost, complexity, and weight while reducing fuel economy, 3 things that work against the Envista's core mission as an affordable, efficient urban vehicle. The driving experience is more refined than the modest power output suggests. The suspension provides a comfortable ride quality that smooths out most road imperfections, while the steering is precise enough to make the Envista feel confident in corners. It's not sporty in the traditional sense, but it's composed and predictable, which is exactly what most buyers want. Release date and price. The 2026 Buick Envista will arrive in dealerships later this year, with pricing starting around $26,000 for the base preferred trim. The Sport Touring trim will start around $27,000, while the range-topping Avenir will come in at approximately $31,500. For less than $32,000, you can get a vehicle that looks and feels significantly more expensive, comes loaded with technology, and includes a comprehensive warranty package. The 2026 Buick Envista isn't perfect. The lack of all-wheel drive and modest power output will turn off some buyers. But for those who prioritize style, efficiency, technology, and value, it's exactly what the subcompact SUV segment needed. But the segment is full of excellent small crossovers. Check out this video about the 2026 Subaru Crosstrek, which you can now see on the screen. This Japanese subcompact SUV excels in so many ways, and it's one of the most versatile vehicles in the class, which now becomes even better thanks to a brand new hybrid setup. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.